Hello, hello. That was a song called Stay Strong by It's Too Easy. That's his name. It's Too Easy. He's got a song out called Stay Strong. It's on SoundCloud. It's on, you can look it up on YouTube. Just type in Stay Strong by It's Too Easy. And his name is It's Too Easy ITZTOOEZAY. And check the music out. Check the music out. I like to put people on when I can, and so I'm putting them on. Or I ain't putting them on because I ain't on, but I'm trying to I'm just promoting them, okay? Just go listen to the song. Or if you only got to choose between that song and my podcast, you listen to me, okay? You listen to me. But anyway, I'm back. Listen to podcast. I'm your host, Tyrone, and let me tell you who ain't here first before I tell you who is here. Who ain't here is Ralph Lauren. That's right, Polo's not here today because I got my own shirt. Look at that. It says listen on there. Got my just me. That's my logo. You see it? You see it? Ain't nothing against Ralph Lauren. I'm going to be wearing Ralph Lauren again, when I do my regular shit. But for now, I'm going to wear my logo on my show. Or not. If Ralph Lauren called me up and say, hey, man, go back to wearing them polos, I'll be back wearing the polos because, And I'm still wearing the polos everywhere else I go. So Ralph Lauren, I'm not dissing you. I'm not taking my chance of getting the plug away. I'm not taking my chance of being the sponsor away and model because I'm still Haynes. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying that. But right now, I got my own shit on. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm trying to say and trying to do. But my co-host is here. My co-host is always here. My co-host is always here. You see, this is my co-host. Hey, say hello. Say hello, ATN. He a little down today because he low. He's sad, but he gonna be refilled tomorrow, so he's gonna be happy about that. And in fact, I don't got my glass here today, but I do got my cup. I got a styrofoam cup today. I'm embarrassed. This is embarrassing, but you gotta wash the dishes. Some damn kids don't wash the dishes, so I gotta. So, I can wash my own dishes, but, I got to use this cup today. But, let me get a sip right now. All right, so, here we go. We got started with that. Kobe's here. As always. Kobe's here. So now, today's episode is called Dangerous Dummies. Now, if you listen to the podcast, there's 2 previous episodes called Dangerous Dummies. This is Dangerous Dummies Part 3. So if you're not, aware of the Dangerous Dummies concept or whatever, just go back and listen to Part 1, listen to Part 2, and then come back here for Part 3. Or, matter of fact, just listen to Part 3 right now, and then later on, you can go back and listen to Part 1. And Part 2. I think you'll enjoy them, but let's go ahead on with Part 3. But before that, I gotta do my disclaimer. And my disclaimer is that we work in heavy construction, and it's very dangerous, and people can get seriously hurt. Some people have passed away, unfortunately, on job sites and stuff like that. And so I'm not taking it seriously. You know what I mean? I'm not joking about it necessarily. You know what I'm saying? It's like we do take it seriously. We take safety seriously. We when you go and you get missing your fingers and your toes, that's not a good thing. And we take all of that seriously. It's just once it's over and it happens and nobody's hurt, then we can laugh about it. Then we can reflect back and laugh about it. But we laugh like a motherfucker, and we tease people like a motherfucker. Ain't gonna lie, but we also say, "Hey man, that could have went way worse. Don't do that shit." It's funny now because nothing ain't happened, motherfucker, but if something had happened, this wouldn't be funny. So I'm not putting no incidents on here where somebody actually really got hurt, and I'm not putting no incidents on here where it was like one of those not funny type dangerous situations. All my shit is like what we laugh about after the fact. But our goal is to keep everybody safe. Our goal is to get the job done, and that's mostly, what we do. I've been fortunate to not have too many incidents. You know what I mean? But everybody gets hurt a little bit. We're working with fire, and we get burnt. I got like 1,000 burns all over my body, but that's minor shit. But I'm just saying that we do take this shit seriously, And it's cool when you can look back on an accident that happened and laugh about it. Nobody got hurt. So that's all I'm saying. So I'm gonna start this job. I'm gonna start this podcast episode out by saying, also too, I don't know who these people are in the streets. I don't know who these people are to their families. I don't know who these people are to their cousins and their mom and dad or whatever. People have images that they like to uphold. So I try my best to not put the names out there. I try my best to not say the names of the people that I'm talking about, because they might be going home and telling their wife that they the boss. They might be going home and telling their children that they bossed up. They might be going home and telling their family and their friends and everybody else that they do this and all that. I get my name ring bells in the streets and all that shit that they say to their families. So I don't want to embarrass nobody. The goal ain't to embarrass folks. The goal ain't to put nobody out there. And for the people who want to know who the people is I'm talking about, I can't embarrass y'all to them, because we know the deal. We know the truth. We in the trenches with them, so we know who they really are. But the streets don't know, and I ain't gonna tell the streets. I ain't no snitch. You know what I mean? The stories go around the union, we already know, but I ain't snitching to you. You know, your mom and them ain't gonna know, and if they do know, they ain't gonna hear it from me. And if they hear it from me, they just figured your dumb ass out, because I didn't say your name. So if your mom hear the Lisper podcast, and she hear this episode, and she go, I can't believe you did that, just know that your mom knows your dumb ass. Your mom know you. She knew it was you. I didn't say it was you. Your mom knew it was you. That's between you and your mother, and I ain't got nothing to do with that. And I didn't snitch. It's not my fault. I ain't even tell them what clothes you had on. I ain't even say you had on a green shirt, none of that. I'm not involved in that. So now, let's get busy. So the first thing I want to say is, I worked with this one guy. He was the boss. I was his worker, and I worked with him for years and years and years and years, right? And so it was time for me to elevate myself. Time for me to take that next step. Time for me to move on up and get high and be like a foreman and boss up on him. So I said something to him. I gave him the common courtesy. I walked up to him and said, hey, listen, man. Hey, listen. It's time for me to be the boss. You know what I mean? I want to be the boss. I want to be foreman. And so, you know, that's what we about to do here. And he said, Tyrone, you could never be foreman. You could never be the boss. And now, this is a dude that I considered my friend. This is a dude that helped me out over the years. This is a dude that I worked with a lot, and we've had good times at work. We've had a few good times outside of work. But he was white. He is white. And I'm not on no kind of racist type time. Like I told y'all before, one of my brothers is white. I'm not on that type time, but, you know, we do got to be cautious of the white man. We do. It's just a natural thing. As black person, people, we cautious of the white man. So I was like taken aback. I was like, oh, this motherfucker ain't my friend. Why can't I never be boss? Why can't I never be foreman? You know my work ethic. You know what I do. You know I know the work. You know I got the concepts down pat. You know I know how to do the shit. I've been doing the shit for you. I've been, you know, helping you out all these years. You know, what are you talking about? I couldn't believe it. I knew that it was because of my skin. I was like, oh, now the racism shows. I'm good enough to be your right-hand man. I'm good enough to be your number two, but I ain't good enough to be the number one. I get it. I understand it. But then I had to say, I had to go there. I needed to know. I said, why? Why the fuck not? What are you talking about? Why I can't be the boss? And he looked me dead in my eyes and said, because Tyrone, if you're the boss, how am I going to be the boss? And then I got it. I understood right where he was coming from. It wasn't no hate. It wasn't no racism. It wasn't no bullshit that I jumped to in my head because I'm crazy and motherfucker. It wasn't none of that. What it simply was that he ain't about to give up his boss status to let me be the boss. And I don't blame him. I wouldn't do that neither. If I'm the boss, ain't no young. If you want to be the boss, you gotta go. Like if I was the manager of the store and you was in the store and you wanted to be the manager and you was the supervisor and you wanted to be the manager, you're gonna have to go manage at a different store. I'm not stepping down for you. So I get it now. I didn't understand at first, but then when he was like, you know, how am I gonna be the boss? I was like, oh yeah, that's right. Can't be two of us. You know what I mean? So that ended our working relationship, sort of, kind of. I mean, I still work with him sometimes, still see him sometimes. But that ended it because I said, I got to move on from you. I can't keep helping you go to higher statuses, and I'm not going to higher statuses. You know what I mean? So it wasn't like, so we ain't fighting. It's just a mutual understanding that this boy got to move on. This man, I got to get up there, baby. And then stepping stones. You know what I'm saying? So we kind of split, and it's been cool. But let me tell you, so we split, right? And then we ended up back together again for one little go around. Got the old team together, you know what I mean? Got the old team together, and we working this job, and everything's cool. We got me, him, one of our other. I can say the other dude name. He don't give a fuck. He didn't got no image in the street. I can tell you right now, he don't give a fuck. His name's Logan. So it's me, the boss, Logan, and some other kid. We working this job, and the boss dude said, "Yeah, hey man, I gotta go. I got a better job offer. I gotta go on the green pastures, and I'm leaving. And Tyrone, I'm gonna let you take the ranks." And I said, "Yeah, I can take the ranks. That's right. I can boss up. Yeah, let them take the ranks." And then he comes back to me and he goes, "Yeah, they want to let you take the ranks, but they're a little bit concerned about the horse playing." And I go, "The horse playing? Now, why would they be concerned about the horse playing? What the fuck is going on?" "Yeah, we got the horse playing going on. Me and Logan going to horse play. We play with the horses at work, but nobody's gotten hurt. All the work has gotten done. So what's up with that?" And he was all like, "Listen, man, they see you playing around out here sometimes. They see what you and Logan be doing, and they don't like that. They don't want it to happen. They know I got you all in check, but they don't know if you will be able to have everybody in check." "Oh, check who? Who gonna check me, boo?" "You talking about you got us all in check? You ain't got nobody in check, bro. We know what we doing. Me and Logan know what we doing. So we go when we do what we do. You don't even really give us orders, bro. You don't even really give us orders. It's like, this is what we doing today. We got to put sheets in. We know. We rock out. What the fuck you talking about? Got us in check. Woo! Got you all in check. You ain't got nobody in check, my man. They think that you control us. They think that we stop our horseplay when it's time to stop our horseplay. But you got these people. That's why I be talking about image. These motherfuckers think that you is like the man. That you go, "Hey, cut it out," and we cut it the fuck out. No, hell to the no, to the no. You know what I mean? We just get the job done. We make sure nobody can get hurt, and we do what we got to do. But there will be horseplay. Oh yeah, there will. So then the whole group, us, superintendents, everybody in charge comes out and they have a little meeting here. This guy's leaving, and we're gonna let you guys continue the job, and Tyrone, you're gonna be in charge. But we had concerns about the horseplay. And then this dude puts his finger out like this. And he knows already I don't like that finger. I mean, me and him have been nose to nose about that finger. Put that motherfucking finger away. Don't be standing in front of me with that finger doing like this, like you my daddy's son. Don't you do that. Put that finger away. And he stole that opportunity. He stole that opportunity to pull that finger out on me because everybody was there. All the superintendents and everybody was there looking, and he put that finger in me and said, "Tyrone, there will be 0 horseplay. You got it?" I got what? You know what I got? I got the fact that you done put that finger out at me at a time where I can't say nothing about it, and it's in my head. I'm going to remember that. Next time I see you, we going to talk about that finger, my man, because you know better. You know better than putting that finger out there. But I was dumbfounded. I didn't know what to say. He did that, and he was in front of the people, and they not our people. That's the company guys. You know what I mean? So I'm not trying to embarrass him. I'm not trying to disrespect him. I'm not trying to argue with him. I'm not trying to give these company guys no reason to not give me that job. So I'm just like, in my head, I'm like, oh, there's going to be horseplay. And we going to talk about that finger. But out there in front of them people, I was dumbfounded. Me had nothing to say. I was at a loss for words, so I didn't say no words, but my man Logan had my back. My man Logan is my man's in him because he had my back. He was right there, and he said, "Jimmy, do you know us?" He said, "Do you know us?" And I was like, "Yeah, woo!" That's right, Logan, that motherfucker don't know. And Logan ain't care about who was there. He said, "Do you know us?" And they was just looking like, what's that supposed to mean? And you know that, y'all know what that means. That means we gonna do what we gonna do. Mind your business and just let us have fun and let us get this job done. And that's what we did. We rocked out like we normally rock out. We didn't really get involved in that bullshit he was talking about. We had our fun. and we got the job done. And on that same job, we had this kid. Oh my God, we had this kid. And this kid is very much so just the most annoying, little delusional, little fucking piece of shit. And I love him. He's funny as hell, and he does try to work hard, but he's just so delusional. He's got delusions of grandeur, and he's a fucking idiot. Any week, he don't got nothing really going for him except the fact that he does show up, and he does put forth a valiant effort to be, as I say, he puts forth a valiant effort to do good. You know what I mean? He puts forth a valiant effort to try and be the best he can be. He tries to be all that he can be, but he just thinks, he just sucks at everything. He's weak. He's a little slow. You know, he's a little mentally fucking, I don't know what's going on. I mean, he's got a lot of issues that we got to deal with out here, but he's cool as shit. He tells some funny stories, and we laugh at him all day. But this boy, young man rather, I won't call him a boy. This young man, I gotta take a sip. Hold on. This young man was poking his ass out. He was everything he did, his ass would poke out. He was poking his ass out. He was bending over. He was acting like he was a stripper in the club, and we had dollar bills, y'all. You know what I mean? He acting like we was making it rain on him, because every time he had to do something, he was sticking his ass out, just poking it out, just bending down and making his ass protrude in front of a bunch of men. And I was just like, you know, I had to pull him to the side and say, listen, man, we don't have a problem with homosexuality around here. We are equal opportunity employers. If you're gay, you can be gay, but don't be out here trying to advertise, because we don't want, me and Logan don't want none of that. We don't want none of that, okay? We don't want it, we not that person. Like, you could be what you want to be, but we not that. We don't want it. We ain't looking for it. We not trying to get it. Keep your ass in. Just stop poking your ass out in front of all these ministers. You know what I mean? Well, what's wrong with you? And he goes and tells. That's where his power comes from. His power comes from his ass. He's got to poke his ass out to get his strength and his power to fucking do the work. And I'm like, dude, shut the fuck up, because you don't have no strength and no power. You don't have no strength and no power. Like, you're weak as fuck. Like, these hoses is kicking your ass. You're always on the ground, everything. You're not strong. So what are you talking about? That if your power's in your ass, you really is fucking up, because you're not strong. So you might as well keep that ass in, bro, because it's not helping you. And he's still every day poking the ass out. So I told him, I said, man, you need to go get you one of them BBLs. That's right, your power's in your ass. Go to Dr. Whoever and let them give you one of them BBLs. Let them give you one of them fat asses like them girls be getting, because you need more. You need more. You need more ass. You know what I mean? Because it ain't no power in there. And he kept on doing it, and it's just so funny. You gotta see it. He squats down, pokes his ass out every time, and then he still ain't getting the fucking job done. Also, like I said, we gotta take care of each other, right? So there's other things out there that can harm us that y'all might not think about. It ain't just the equipment, it ain't just trips and falls, it ain't just electrocutions or burns or whatever that other shit is. It's the elements, man. We work outside all year round, man. It can get extremely cold, you can get hypothermia, it can get extremely hot, and there's heat stroke and all that kind of shit, right? So we were out there working one day, and he had to put a Tyvek suit on, which is a suit that goes on top of all his clothes. It was like something else extra that we had to put on top of all our clothes to protect us, and he's wearing that, and he's working. He don't say shit. And he's kind of, you know, he ain't, like I said, he's got some mental incapability, so when I talk to him, I don't realize that he's getting more stupider than he was, but he kind of is, and he ain't moving right. Something's wrong with him. So I go over to him, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on with you, kid? And he is sweating profusely, like he's looking, it just wasn't right. It was just too much sweat, and his eyes was glossy, and he was just looking a little strange. And I was like, ho, sit your monkey ass down. And he's like, what do you mean I gotta work? And I'm like, this motherfucker looks like he's damn near dying, like he's about to go head on and get on to that upper room. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, yo, sit the fuck down, my man. Calm down, sit down, be quiet. And he's like, well, no, dude, you look like you about to have a heat stroke. And I'm telling you right now, if you pass out, I'm giving you mouth to mouth. I don't give a fuck. You getting all this. I don't care. I don't care. I'm giving you mouth to mouth. I got to try to save your life, which is what I'm doing right now. Sit your ass down. Take a break. Go inside. Go inside. Turn that air conditioner on in that trailer and go in there, man. You know, don't ever do that again. That was the first time I really yelled at him. You know, oh, I yell at him all motherfucking day. I yell at everybody all day. Yelling, screaming. But they know me. The difference between me and them, I'm not a dictator yeller. I'm a fucking laughing ass, ah ha ha, why you do that, dumbass yeller. So I'll yell at him all day. But seriously yelling at him, I never did. I always told him, do what you gotta do this, do that. I never like try to yell at him like as a discipline situation. But right here, I was like, motherfucker, don't you ever. If you feeling dizzy, you feeling nauseous, if your sweat ain't right, if your ass ain't poking out, then I know something. You tell me. You say, hey boss, something's wrong with you. You don't fucking just stay out here and die. You know what I mean? So I got his ass together on that. Another thing I had to school young with, this young boy got a lot of fucking stories up in here. I hope nobody don't determine who he is. But I had to school him again. I said, every time we gotta go, we get ready to go to lunch, break, whatever, go get cooled off or whatever. Every time we get ready to leave out to go there, the trailer is a little bit away from the work. And he always goes, oh, I gotta poop. And I'm like, can you not do that? And I'm like, what? And you're like, I'm not going to poop during my break, poop on their time. And I don't care. You want to poop on company time, that's fine, because the company can't stop you from going to the bathroom. And why you going to go to the bathroom on your break time? So I agree. Poop on company time. That's right. You take your shits during the job working time. You know, we get a little spots where we ain't actually doing a lot. Or if you got to take a shit, you got to take a shit. I'm not the one to say don't take a shit. But what I'm saying is don't take a shit. Don't tell me you about to take a shit when we about to go to our break. And it ain't about not pooping on company time. It's about, I've got to make sure that everybody that came in with me leaves out with me. Which means when we go on break to go out to the trailer, all my crew got to be in that trailer with me. I got to know where you at all times. You could be out here falling in the hole. You could be out here passing out. Anything can happen to you. So now, I got to wait for you. So now you keep going to go shit when we about to go to break. And now I got to sit there and wait. Wait for you to finish shitting so I can make sure that you come up out of that fucking porta potty. You know what I mean? I make sure nothing ain't in that toilet. Nothing don't get you in there. You don't pass out. I got to make sure. So now every time we got to go to break, I got to stand back and wait for your dumb ass to poop. Poop before break. We going to break at 9:30, man. Be in that porta potty 9:15 to take your shit. So when 9:30 come, we can get the fuck on, okay? I had to tell them that. And last but not least, we working. And it's a female operator there. She just broke up with her boyfriend. I mean, fiance, they broke up. It was bad, too. I mean, bad breakup. She was down in the dumps. She was sad. Rebound time. Boop, 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 boop. And she cute. She cute. I ain't gonna lie to you. She looking motherfucking nice. I can't do it. I can't touch her. I got my situation, so I can't touch her. Okay? So now, I'm like the wingiest of the wingman, right? Logan don't want nothing to do with it. But I'm like this young boy, like, he tells me all this shit. He argues with me about how much pussy he gets on a regular basis. And I'm looking at him like, come on, man. And then he goes, oh, I get more ass than you. Yeah, of course you get more ass than me. You know, I got a situation. But in the heyday, when I was nasty boy top tongue, ain't no way, my man, ain't no way. And plus, I'm like, you just about near half my age, bro. So I got at least 15 to 20 years of fucking on you, and you ain't catching up. Because back in the day when we was in the street, man, fucking wasn't up, man, you crazy as shit. You think you got more pussy than me, my nigga. What you talking about? But anyway, so I'm the wingiest of wingmans, okay? I'm like Buffalo Wild Wings, Wingstop. I'm everything when it comes to this wingman shit. I will get you laid if you want to get laid. I'm the wingiest of wingmans. So I'm wingmanning him. So she says, oh, Tyrone, oh, my neck been hurting. Oh, my back hurts. I'm just in pain. I'm just sore, and I don't know what to do. And I said, I know what to do. Come on over here, Mr. Magic Hands. I was referring to him. Come on over here, Magic Hands. And I said to him, hey, she's saying her neck hurting, her back hurting. She's in pain. And I told her, you got the magic hands. I told her, you know what to do. You get in there, right? Because we all know Massages lead to fucking. We know that. We all know that massages lead to fucking. You know how you massaging her back, making her feel good, massaging the neck, making her feel good, then you slide down to her lower back. Then you brush across the ass. You know, you brush the ass real quick with your hand, see if she gonna say something, and she don't. So then you go a little lower, then you start massaging the butt cheeks and the back of her thighs, and she don't say nothing. And then you get a little closer. You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. Massages lead to fucking. We all know how to do it, man. We know the tricks to get in the dicks. You know what I mean? So I'm trying to hook him up. I'm trying to at least get him to the massage step. And she with it. She ain't even hating. She knew what I was doing because when I said Mr. Magic Hand, she ain't say, oh no, he ain't touching me. He ain't touching me. She ain't say none of that. She was like, oh really? They call you Mr. Magic Hands, huh? And he goes, oh no. If your back and neck is hurting and you're cramping up, you don't need a massage. You need more potassium in your diet. So she looking at me and I'm looking at her and we both is looking at him like, motherfucker, what? Potassium in your diet? Like, that's not where this was going. So then, me being the wingman that I am, I still played the spin doctor. Reverse, you know what I mean? I spin doctored this motherfucker and helped him out again. I said, oh, potassium. I shouldn't be saying that word, should I? No, I shouldn't say that again. But anyway, I said, bananas got potassium. Bananas got that. Oh, snap. He trying to give you the banana. He trying to give you that banana, girl. He trying to give you the banana. And she started laughing. Oh, you want me to get the banana? That's what she said. You want me to get the banana? And we look back at this motherfucker, and he goes, oh, yeah, bananas are good. Yeah, you should try eating more bananas. What the fuck? So now she's done. She's done. I'm done. We done. We go away. So later on, I said, what the fuck are you doing? Why did you dropping that ball? I gave you the alley-oop and you didn't dunk it. I threw you a perfect pass and you dropped it. You're fumbling. What the fuck is going on with you? What's wrong with you, kid? Just tell me. Tell me you don't like girls, because then you've been poking the ass out, and then you drop the ball on that. Just say you don't like girls. We don't care. We're not going to judge you, bro. We not. Just don't hit on me. I'm not available, but we're not going to judge you. And he goes, nah, I knew what you were doing. I said, you knew what I was doing? Why you didn't follow through? What is wrong with you? Why are you missing these oops? And he said to me that she is not in his league. And I said, I know. I said, I know she's not in your league, bro. I know that she's not the normal girl you probably could get. She's a high caliber and you is low on the fucking whole totem pole. I understand that. And then he said, no. I meant that I'm out of her league. She's not good enough for me. And I was just like, oh, shit. Now, I know he got a baby mama. I never seen the baby mama, but I was assuming that the baby mama was not at the caliber of the girl that we was talking about, but I don't know her, but I was just like, God damn. So later on, I talked to her and I said, hey man, I'm not trying to offend you, but my man said you're not in his league. Like, you're not good enough. And she was just like, me? What? Oh, really? Now here it is, me wingmanning again. Me wingmanning again. I said, man, you might have to show him something. Now I have to show him something, but she was over it. She was done. He was like, no, I don't have to show him nothing. Tell him to go eat some bananas. You know what I mean? It was just over for him. And I was, pretty much upset about that. And so that's what happened. And, hey, you know what you want me to do? What do you want me to do? I was just like, okay, this kid's dumb, you know what I mean? Just dumb. But anyway, so after that, I went on another job and I worked with this guy that I like working with. I enjoy working with him. He's been the foreman a lot, and I've worked with him a lot too. And me and him argue a lot because I'm very argumentative. If anybody don't know, I'm argumentative. I like to fight. I like to get in arguments. I like to cause a little bit of something. The job gets boring. So maybe the foreman might say, hey, Tyrone, can you go get that for me? Oh, no, fuck you. I ain't going to get that. What I look like? Or sometimes I play the race card. It ain't real. It ain't real racism. It's fake. It's not real. But sometimes they'll tell me to go do that. Why I got to do it? Because I'm black? Or they'll be like, hey, anything they say, I can just be like, oh, I know why you're telling me to do that. I know why you want me to do it. I know, I just blame my skin color because I can. Yeah, why you always pulling out that race card, motherfucker? Because that's the only card I got. All my life I had to fight. You know what I mean? But it's all in fun though. I'm just fucking with these dudes. Like we don't never get into real situations. Sometimes a little bit, but for the most part, we keep it cool, calm, and collected. We don't get into real fights. But anyway, so we had to put these sheets in, right, and we had to put this string line up to these stakes to go where the sheet goes. Now, to my understanding, the inside of the sheet that we put in the ground, all the dirt on the inside of the sheet is dirty. All the dirt on the outside is clean. We got to make sure we keep the wall between the clean dirt and the dirty dirt. That's the wall we put in there. He puts the string line on the front of the stakes, and I go, hey man, shouldn't that string line be on the back of the stakes? Because the front is dirty dirt. So can't we put the string line on the back of the stakes just to make sure that when we put the stuff in, it'll be on the other side and, it'll be out of the dirty dirt, just to make sure, just to give us we got 3 to 4 inches. Like, okay, we'll just put it on the outside. We got 3 to 4 inches, so it don't matter. I gave him my suggestion. He said, why you always gotta argue with me? You always gotta fight. You can't just never do what I tell you to do. And blah, 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 bliggity, yackety, smackety, all this shit. So I simply went, okay, yes, boss. Yes, boss, I'll do what you want me to do. Yes, boss, you're right. You're correct, boss. Go ahead, you got it. So we put the string line in the front, like he said. And that's what we did. And then, we put 15 motherfucking sheets in. We was on the road. We was doing good that day. We was killing it, putting them in. Sheet in. Sheet in. We was killing it. We thought we was doing a good motherfucking job. That superintendent comes out there, and he looks, oh wow, y'all got 15 in, y'all doing a good job. And as he walks away, he turns around, he sees the steak. He sees the steak, and he sees the steak on the outside of the sheet. And he goes, what the fuck? Why is this steak on this side? We're supposed to be on the outside. He throws a fit, throws a hard hat, he's crazy. And I mean, this man was looking like, like if he had a gun, he probably would have shot us, because that's the way he felt. So we had to take them all out. Now, my man's, that's my boss. I could have said, I told you so, I told you motherfucker, you didn't listen, blah, 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 but he's the boss, I ain't say nothing. And he looked at me, go ahead, you can go ahead and say it, go ahead, I know you want to talk some shit. No, I do not. I already know you're salty. I already know that I told you so. I already know it's written all over your face. I don't gotta say it. I don't have to say a word. I don't have to say a word, bro. Everybody know. So that was that. I just told him, and we took him out, and we had to do them all anyway. It ain't really bother me that much because it made me more money. We had to stay overtime to get that shit done again. We stayed overtime. I made more money that day. So I don't give a fuck. Keep on fucking up. I'ma just keep making money because you ain't about to hurt me. So the more you fuck up, more money I make. I don't give a fuck. So that's what we did. That same job, we had to spray the hammer. The hammer gets too hot, so you spray it with a water hose, right? So we spray the hammer with a water hose. Every time the superintendent come over, we stop, all the work stop, the hammer stop moving, stop spraying, so we can hear what this motherfucker got to say. So we standing there, we listening to the superintendent, what he got to say, the hose off and everything. And the guy who was spraying the hammer turns around and sprays the superintendent with the hose. Now, he made it look like an accident. And we all act like it was an accident. And it all seemed like it was an accident. But I don't know how that happened. I don't know how that happened because we all stopped. We put everything down. Why you even still had the hoses in your hand, man? What are you doing? So I don't know if it was an accident, but I know that superintendent was sprayed. He was wet, and he was looking at me. And I'm sorry, but I could not maintain my composure. I was looking at him, and I was like, trying to hold it in, but the giggles and the wiggles was coming out. My body was shaking. I was convulsing. It was so motherfucking funny. He just got sprayed right in the face. Just I was doing a Harlem Shake trying not to laugh at this motherfucker, and he knew it too. He just looked at me, and I looked at him, and I said, no, I can't help it, boy. This shit funny as fuck. If it wasn't you, you'd be laughing. Like, don't. I don't want to get fired, but this shit was funny as hell. I had to crack the fuck up. And I look over at the guy who sprayed him, and he's smirking too. He's like, he ain't laughing, but he's got a little devilish smirk, you know what I mean, on his face. And I'm just like, oh man, that shit was bad. So then we in the okay, so we had this operator on that job, and he was rough, man. He was rough. He grabbed the sheets and fucking do all kinds of wiggling and jiggling. He was really, really rough on the machines, rough with his attitude. And I had to tell him one time, I said, look, man, look. You can't be doing that. You work for us for real. You have to do what we tell you to do. You have to take our signals. You have to listen to us, man. You can't just be out here wilding out. So he oh damn. So he just like, I work for the company, man. I've been doing this for 30 years, man. Y'all ain't gonna tell me this and tell me that. Man. And I was just like, okay. But I don't understand. I think he got some naked pictures of the boss or something, because they won't fire this dude. And we've had problems with him for numerous occasions, and they won't fire him. They still, he's still in there to win there. So, you know, it was just like, okay, we can't punish him by telling the company. He still ain't listening to what I got to say. He's still being a little rough. My foreman doesn't really want the conflict, doesn't really want to argue with him, doesn't really want all of the bullshit that comes with that. And so I had to take the matters into my own hands a little bit. So what I said to him was, listen here. You alright. You cool and all. You keep doing what you're doing. The company said you could do it. The foreman's letting you do it. But I'm going to tell you right now. If you hit one of us with that machine, a sheet, a shackle, you hit one of us with anything, you knock somebody down, you back into somebody or something, you do anything with that machine that puts us in a dangerous situation, and I'm jumping in on that cat. And he looked at me like I was crazy, because he's a big old husky white dude, bald-headed, giant. Very intimidating. Very much so. But you got the right one right here, because I'm ready for the spaghetti. I told him, if you fucking hurt anybody out here, I'm jumping in there. And it's a small, confined space, and only one of us can get out. Once I get in that cab, only one of us is going to get out. And so I let him know. Didn't affect nothing. He didn't get fucked for real. But I tried. But he didn't hit nobody. I ain't had to jump in on his ass. He didn't hurt no one. But he didn't really change what he was doing. It just, that was an attempt to intimidate. And I failed miserably. But I gave it my all. I gave my best effort. And I was intending on jumping in there too if he would hit one of us. I don't know how effective I would have been. Maybe he would have been the one to come out. I don't know. But I had to, I was going to give it the best that I got. Baby, you know what I mean? I was going to be in there, that's for sure. Okay, so let's see. All right, so I went on another job, and we on this job, and I got this friend, and I consider him one of my friends. I like him a lot, and we in his truck, and we working, but we get in his truck to go get some supplies or something, and he says, hey, man, you want a drink? Now, we ain't out here getting drunk. Don't look at me like that. We's not out here getting drunk on construction sites. I told you this shit's dangerous. I told you people could die. I told you we take that responsibility seriously. But I mean, I can have a little sippy sip, I think. Nah, we're not drinking on job. I'm gonna strike that. We're not drinking on job. Never mind. Cause y'all looking at me funny, and the other people gonna look at me funny. We don't drink on the job. Never mind. I'm not gonna even tell that. Because that's not what we do, and I ain't no snitch. So I'm gonna take that part of the story out. Strike it. Strike that last remark. But he did ask me though, and I was looking at him like, are you good? Are we serious? But I do know that back in the day we used to have beers, like a couple of beers at lunch or something. It ain't like we get blasted, pissy drunk and fuck some shit up. You know what I mean? But so never mind. Anyway, we working on this job. And one of my other friends that I like, that's my friend, we working, we dig a little hole down, we put some on, we about 10 feet up, and the hole is down there. And he did a disappearing act. You know what I'm talking about? He disappeared, which means he was standing there at the top, and I turned around, and when I turned back around, he wasn't. And I know he ain't the Flash, so I know he can't run that fast. So I look over the hole, and he's down there, and he's just, he's getting up. And I'm just like, what happened? And he just fell face first, 10 feet down in the hole, and just got up. He was good, he was okay, he wasn't hurt. I didn't understand it at all. And when I asked everyone, they said he just went down. It was like not a trip, not a slip, not a fall. It was more like maybe he passed out. You know how Ric Flair used to be in the ring, and Ric Flair used to kick his feet back and just face plant in the ring? That's how he went down into the hole, into the ground. I don't know what was wrong with him that day, but I was just like, that's not. Yeah, that was some crazy shit. I was like, I thought he was hurt, but then when he wasn't, I was just like, what happened? And he didn't even know. He's like, I don't know, man. I was just up here, and I just went. We don't know. Nobody knows. I just think he needed a nap. I don't know what the fuck happened, but that shit was like, whoa, you can't be doing that now, big homie. Like, we can't just be falling down out of nowhere. Like, like, you can trip, you can slip. Something can cave in, but you just face planting for nothing. It was like 10 feet too, 10 whole motherfucking feet, just boom, and you just getting up and dusting yourself off. Like, we don't, like, no, no, bro. We cannot have that. Another thing that happened on this job, I was dealing with this kid, and look, they said he was in the military, he had problems. I didn't know this kid had any kind of issues or nothing. And I'm not a bully. I'm not a bad guy. I wasn't, trying to do nothing crazy. But, so we had a female operator, and she did something wrong with the machine, and she caused my man to get hit by the hoses, and he fell in the mud, and he got all muddy, and he got all dirty, and he was highly upset. And he jumps up, and he goes, this fucking bitch, this fucking bitch, that. And he's, bitch, fucking dumb bitch, fuck you, bitch, eat a bitch. He's just bitching her to death. And I'm like, oh, homie, chill. Like, I like that word too. You know what I mean? I like bitch. Sounds good, but stop. Can you stop? Stop saying it. You know what I mean? Like, okay, she fucked up, we fucked up, but chill out. And one of those bitches, she heard. She got out the cab and she was like, Tyrone, he just called me a bitch. And I was like, no, he didn't call you a bitch. No, what? No, I don't know what happened. And she's white, but she had that black sass. You know what I'm talking about? She had that black sass. Because when she got out, it was like, he just called me a bitch. The way she sounded and her body movements would imply that she was a black woman. She had the head moving. She had that vigor. Did he call me a bitch? She had that vigor. She looked like Oprah Winfrey when Harpo beat her. Did you tell Harpo to bait me? That's how she was. Did he just call me a bitch? And I was just like, oh, hell to the no, he ain't do that. I was trying to defend him. Hell to the no, he ain't do that. But this motherfucker here doubles down. Says, bitch, you only had one job, you stupid bitch. Oh, shit. No. It's not what we're doing. I don't want him to get fired. I don't want her to report him. I don't even want to be there. I don't want to be a part of this. I want to leave. I don't want to be a part. I want to leave. And then she got her lick. She took 2 steps. And I'm like, oh, shit. If he can call her a bitch with that much vigor, he can hit her. I just was sitting here seeing it. I just saw it coming up. That's what I saw in my head. That's what I saw coming. But I tried to diffuse it. I gently touched her and said, no, go ahead. Go back in the cab, man. I got this. I'll handle it. I'll take care of it. Please. Just, I got a kind of situation. I don't want him fighting. I don't want you fighting. I don't want nobody. Please go back in. I get her to go back in the cab. He's still out here fumigating. So I put my hand on his shoulder and I said, listen, man, you got to calm down. And I know that I touched him first. But I really know that I did not show him any kind of aggression. I did not show him no hate, no kind of like nothing like that. I didn't I wasn't gonna hurt him. Yeah, I mean I wasn't gonna do nothing to him. This motherfucker flared his arms out and slapped the shit out of me. Not in the face now. No. He didn't slap me across the face. He didn't do nothing. No, he didn't do nothing like that. He just slapped my arms off. He just like flared out his arms and slapped my arm off his shoulders, kind of roughly, a little bit hard. He said, "You get your fucking hands off me." I said, "Oh, you want me to get my hands off you, but you did something that's gonna make me put my hands on you. You understand what I'm saying? Like how you want me to get my hands off you when you are now forcing me to put my motherfucking hands on you? You about to get these hands. It's about to be work. Like what the fuck is you doing?" So my first instinct was to do what I normally do and give him that boot back. You know what I mean? A boot back, deuces. You know what I mean? Send him on home, back to his mama or wherever he came from with that dumb shit. But I didn't. I said, "Oh, this motherfucker tripping." So I gripped him up. I gripped him up all his clothes. His hoodie, his jacket, his clothes, his vest. I gripped all of that shit up. I ain't get no skin. I ain't want to hurt him. I ain't get no skin, but I gripped all of his shit up. Every piece of clothing I can grip into my 2 pounds, I gripped up. And I put that motherfucker on the wall. And I said, "I'm going to tell you one more time. And it's the last time and I ain't going to say it again. Chill the fuck out." I was like Samuel Jackson on Pulp Fiction when he told that motherfucker, "Tell that bitch be cool, honey bunny, chill that bitch out, chill out, honey bunny." That's how it was. You better chill out, honey bunny, chill out, honey bunny. You know, you don't want this, man. You chill the fuck out, and he chilled out, and we was cool. But a couple of jobs later, this motherfucker showed up on the job site, saw me, and left. Completely left. Like first day, first 5 minutes, he was like left. Now, we had another guy on the job that teased him and made him feel a little bad. So I thought it was about him. I said, "Damn, man, you was a real asshole. You made that kid he didn't even want to work for you for 5 minutes. He showed up on the job and saw you and said, you know." But when I called my boss to tell my boss what happened, I said, "Boss, you ain't gonna believe this shit. This kid pulled up, and he don't like that motherfucker so much that he pulled right back off. He only been here for 2 minutes. He said he can't work with him. He can't work with him." And my boss informed me that it was Me Too. Yeah, I was part of the Me Too movement. I was in the Me Too clause. I was part of the whole situation too. He said, "Well, I got a call from him, and yeah, he don't like working with that guy, but he said you too. He won't work with you neither." And I was just like, "Damn, what I do?" And then I realized what I did do. You know, I realized that what I did do. So now I'm like, "Oh, that motherfucker know he can't snap out with me because he know I'm gonna hem him up." So yeah, I was just like, my bad. But I was all, the funny part is I was salty as shit because I was talking shit about the other guy, about him not wanting to work with the other guy. And here it is, I'm in it too. He don't want to work with me neither. Like, I'm a fucking asshole myself. But it was cool. And then I had to put my hands on another kid. Let me tell you something. It's one kid, right? Just working here, black kid, young, being late, embarrassing us a little bit. Not us as a local, because we don't get embarrassed. We do the work, we talk to, we handle shit amongst ourselves. But he was embarrassing us like us black folks. And I was telling him, like, "You black man, you gotta work a little bit harder. You gotta be a little bit better. They not gonna give you nothing, man. They not gonna give you nothing, man. You not taking advantage of it." I gave him the get your shit together speech. Tried to mentor him a little bit, but he just had a smart ass mouth. He was privileged. He didn't need me to tell him shit. So I stopped. I'm not going to tell this motherfucker nothing else. Matter of fact, this motherfucker can't even talk to me. And then, the one day he went to the bathroom. He didn't tell nobody. He was going for about 20 minutes. Ain't tell nobody. So he comes back. I go, "Hey, listen, man. You got to tell people when you got to go to the bathroom. Let us know. Don't go to the bathroom without telling nobody." "I did already. I did. Okay, player. That's how you want to do this spin doctor? That's how you want to play? You want to talk to me like that?" I said, "All right, listen, for the rest of this time right now, while we working here together, don't come near me, don't talk to me, stay away from me." That's my advice. That's my last advice I'm going to give you, is to stay your monkey ass away from me. Don't come in my space. All right? So I'm back to work. I'm working, and I'm welding these studs on. I dig in my bucket, get a stud welder on, dig in my bucket, get a stud welder on. I go to dig in my bucket the third motherfucking time, and I see the stud in my eye. The stud is out the bucket. It's up there where I can reach it. So I grab the stud, and I go, and I weld on, and I go to look up to give my thank yous to the person who pulled the stud out, and it's him. So I gets up, and I goes, motherfucker, what did you do? Did I or did I not tell you to stay away from me? I did. You don't listen, do you? You don't listen. And you know what I do to my kids who don't listen? That's right, papaya! That's right, I knocked that motherfucker out. No, I didn't. I didn't knock him out, I didn't. I gave him a little mushing, a little face mushing. I gave him a little get the fuck away from me, little mush in the face. You know that little face mug? Like, go the fuck here, young boy, I ain't playing with you. I gave him one of them joints. Just to tell him to get the fuck out of here, or just to let him know I'm not playing. If he want to do something, we could do it. Because I don't give a fuck, yo, you know what I mean? I give him a little face mushing. He falls straight to the ground and tuck and rolls into the dirt. And I'm just like, whoa! And now everybody's looking at me. Everybody's looking at me. Whoa, Tyro, what the fuck you gonna do? Except for my one homie. My one homie looked up, saw him on the ground, looked up. He went back to work. He didn't want no pause. He turned his motherfucking head so fast. I don't got nothing to do with it. I don't see nothing. I don't know nothing. Even when they asked him later on, they was like, yo, what happened? I don't know. I didn't see shit. I wasn't looking. I was working. He ain't want no part of that shit. He was not about to get fired or be involved in any way whatsoever. But I didn't know what happened, man. I didn't expect that kid to fall like that or whatever. So now I'm in my head like, I'm not fighting this young boy. He don't want none of this work. He just went down from that. I ain't even really pull him up. I ain't even give him nothing. He went down from the face mugging, so he ain't ready for this. And I told him, I said, you ain't ready, my man. He said, how'd you go from 0 to 100 that quick? I said, I'm from this mean streets of Philly, motherfucker. We don't get on 0 in Philly. If you get on 0 in Philadelphia, if you got to work your way up to 100 when somebody fucking about to touch you, you done already. You halfway, you dead. Motherfuckers don't wait for that. A motherfucker will run up on you with the quickness in. Back out. You know what I mean? You going to get stolen on. You ain't got time to be. If you ain't starting at 60, you probably going to get fucked up. When I'm in a bar or anywhere out in public in Philly, I'm on 60 already, which means I'm already watching motherfuckers. I'm already got myself in that fight mind state. I'm already ready. Motherfucker say something to me. More than if a grown man exchange more than 2 words with me in hostile, we on. It's on and popping. I don't got time to be revving up. I don't got time to be hulking up. I don't got time to get strong to the finish because I eat me spinach. You know what I mean? I don't got time for that. So I'm on 60 already. So, bro, you done fucked up. Plus, I done warned you, too. I done warned you, so that took my 60. And when I warn you and you don't listen, that took my 60 up to about an 85, my man. And I never got to 100. Because if I would have got to 100, I'd have knocked you. We would have been scrapping. I got to like 90 and gave you the don't take me there mush. I gave you the you don't want to do this mush. I gave you the this is your fair opportunity now. It's serious. Hands is touching you. I didn't give you the boom back. You know what I mean? So he kind of got the pitch and got away from me. And the last story I'm going to give y'all about that job, is that they pulled a motherfucking prank on me like a motherfucker. Now, I got this young boy, he's an apprentice, I love him a lot. And I ain't say like I said love. Well, I love everybody in these stories that I'm talking about. I love these dudes. Like, they've been around with me for a long time. I love them. This dude ain't been around for a long time, though. I knew of him, but this was the first job I kind of met him on, but it was that vibe, you know. It's a vibe all the time. It's a vibe all the time. Me and him seem to be on the same pages a lot of times. We turn the book, open the book up, and the page is on. I'm on that same page. We was on the same page a lot. Now, I was vibing with him, right? And so they knew that I had issues because, like I said, I was always trying to boss up. I'm on that boss up level right now. I'm going to be the boss level right now. And I couldn't be the boss on that job. And then they set me up good. I'm going to tell you. So they went and they said, they told him he had to have a meeting with the higher ups. Now, he been late a couple of times, and he been talking a couple of shits, and he got sick one day and all that, so I'm like, damn, man, he about to get fired. I'm in my head like he about to get fired, and I'm praying for him. I'm walking around and I hope he keep his job. I'm praying for this motherfucker, you know what I mean? I'm like, I'm sad about him might be getting fired. And he comes back and he goes, hey, they said when they start back up on that other job, when we split into the 2 gangs, that I'm going to be foreman of the gang. When we split into the 2 gangs, I'm doing the math in my head. The math ain't mathing, because when we split into the 2 gangs, I'm going to be in the other gang. I'm going to be in the gang down there with me, and he going to be the foreman over me. This shit's going to my head. Oh, so he about to be the foreman? So I'm like, fuck no, I'm not working for him. And it wasn't disrespect to him. It was just disrespect to the concept of, like, I'm a veteran in this game. This rookie is not. This rookie gonna come in and replace me. I'm the starter. I'm the veteran, and this rookie gonna come in and replace me, and I ain't throwing no interceptions. I ain't lost us no damn games. Y'all just gonna bring the rookie in on me for nothing? Like, no, fuck that. Y'all disrespecting the fuck out of me. And I told him, I said, listen, ain't nothing against you. It's about the respect. This company gonna disrespect me fuck like that. I do not tolerate disrespect. I'm fucking out of here. And they was just like, what? What? They thought it was funny, but it wasn't motherfucking funny to me. I was out. I got my fucking car. I said I was leaving. One of my other homies that worked there that's kind of in charge of the personnel a little bit, he came up to the car. He's like, no, man, what you doing, man? Don't leave out. Fuck you. You didn't vouch for me neither, you rotten little scandalous little fucking snake bitch motherfucker. Y'all letting this happen to me. I was so irate, just so distraught, just so fucked up, yo. I was seriously mad. I was pulling off, and they finally came and got me and stopped me, pulled me back out the car. So I get out the car, what the fuck y'all want? Fuck y'all want? And they was just like, got him! Everybody laughing, looking, pointing. I'm embarrassed as shit, yo. But I had to laugh because they got me. It was a good one. I appreciate a good ribbon, you know what I'm saying? But I was mad to the motherfucker. I did not like that at all. I ain't like it. I ain't like it at all. But I had to deal with it because that's a part of it. And these motherfuckers, and I could tell they wanted to get me for a long time. They wanted to get me for a long motherfucker time. And they surely did. They surely got me. They got me like a motherfucker. I was salty as shit with that. And so that thing happened. What else? I don't think nothing too much more. Oh, I'll tell you what. Something else happened on this job. So we do some shit called welding. Y'all know what welding is. You take 2 pieces of metal, you take a metal, like a rod, welding rod, and you use electricity and heat and all that to weld it up. Weld the 2 pieces of metal so the 2 pieces of metal stick together. Now they're supposed to be sticking together, and they on heavy construction, so these 2 pieces of metal, when you weld something, they supposed to hold up a lot of weight. So me and my mans are standing there talking. My other homie welded up something, and me and my mans are standing there talking, right? And my man leans on it. I don't mean lean hard. I mean, he sticks his arm on it and goes to lean on it, and that motherfucking thing falls right off, hits the ground. My man almost falls over. I had to grab him, and I go, what the fuck happened? What the fuck happened? This is some shit. When we weld up shit, we supposed to be welding up shit to hold heavy metal. These is beams, heavy shit. And the thing he welded on a little piece of angle. And it was just a little piece of angle, but it was under the beams, you know what I mean? And it just fell just right off. Like, my man just, like, put, like, maybe a third of his body weight, if that, on there, and that thing just went, bink! And it hit the ground. And we was just like, who the fuck? And everybody knew who welded it. We looked right at him. We looked right at him like, who the fuck welded? Another time too, he welded something else. We had to put boards on these studs, and he welded all the studs down for the boards to go on, right? And we put the top board on the top studs, and the board just went bing, 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 all the way down to the ground. All the studs just popped off, bing, 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 all the way down to the fucking ground. And that was some of the funniest shit I ever seen in my life, yo. I was cracking the fuck up. I mean, I was cracking the fuck up. And then, you know what? This is probably one of the funniest jobs ever. So, some more shit happened on this job. We had this one guy, and he is the guy that's been in for a while. He's a friend of mine, and he was working, and we had a deal where we could skip lunch or take lunch a little later or whatever, skip coffee break. You know, we skip one of our breaks, and we get a half an hour overtime every day. And so the guy that was working had to come tell the guy, my friend that takes our hours, like how many hours he worked a day, how much hours he worked. So every day he was coming to him, yeah, I worked to this time, I worked to that time, I worked to this time, I worked to that time. But he wasn't getting the overtime. He was never getting the half an hour overtime. whatever. So our guy was like, oh, he must be taking lunch or something. He must be taking his regular break. He must not have that deal that we have. But then I was like, wait, he on the drill break. He don't get no break at all. Like, he don't even get a lunch. So he should be getting like an hour or at least a half an hour like overtime. Like he left with us. I said, sometimes they get off, they leave early. But I said to my man, I said, yo, he been leaving with us. I've been leaving the same time as him every day, so he's supposed to get the half an hour overtime, and then he ain't getting it. So we go over to have a conversation with him, and he goes, oh yeah, I know I'm supposed to get that extra half an hour overtime. So we go, why you not getting it? Why you not putting it at overtime? And he goes, oh, because them guys buy me lunch every day. I get a free sandwich every day. Every day at lunchtime, they go get sandwiches. They bring me back one. I'm eating every day. I get a free sandwich every day. So the guy that my friend goes, hey, man, who's buying these sandwiches? And they go, oh, those guys over there, the guys that I'm working with, they buying the sandwiches. And he says, okay, so they don't have nothing to do with the company. They don't have nothing to do with the company. You work for the company pay you. If they want to buy you lunch every day, they can buy you lunch all they want. That's coming out their own pocket. That's not the company money. You can still put in for your half an hour from the company. They don't got nothing to do with that. And then he goes, well, I don't want to do nothing like that, man. I don't want to make them buy me lunch and still get their half an hour pay. I'm fine. I'm fine without getting the overtime. So my man looking at me, and I'm looking at him, and we both looking at this dumb motherfucker like, are you serious? You giving up a half an hour overtime. Overtime is time and a half. So basically, you're giving away an hour worth of your pay. An extra hour worth of pay. If on the books, it's going to equivalent to a whole hour. You're giving up a whole hour worth of your pay of overtime to fucking get a $5 sandwich? Fuck, pack your lunch. Fuck that sandwich. If that's all that, they told me I had a choice between a $5 sandwich and a fucking half an hour overtime, which equivalates to an hour of regular time, I'm taking that motherfucking pay. You know how much it is? You know, $40 to $50 of pay on your check, even after taxes, is going to get you $25, $30. Even after taxes, you're going to get 25, 30, maybe 40 extra dollars, depending on what you put on your thing. And you're trading that 25, 30, maybe 40 extra dollars for a fucking $5 sandwich. Like, does that make sense to you? And not only that, but my man just told you, just informed you, just made the statement that you can get the overtime and get the sandwich, because the sandwich is not bought by the company. It's bought by personal individuals who don't have nothing to do with the company. And so you can get both. You can still get both. My man just told you to your face you can get both. You can get the sandwich and the overtime. And you want to say, no, fuck the overtime, I'm not putting it in. So my man says, you know what, fuck you. Do whatever the fuck you want. I don't care. You getting the overtime. You want the sandwich, take the fucking sandwich. Fuck you, don't tell me nothing. I don't care. Whatever hours you tell me, that's what I'm going to put into your time sheet. You get the fuck out of my face. He got irate with him. And he goes, it's my money, it's my life, blah, blah, blah. Arguing back and forth. Yeah, fuck you, you're a dumbass. You're stupid as fuck, blah, blah, blah. And although I agree, I ain't want no part of it. I was just laughing. We walked away. I told him, I said, dude, what the fuck are you talking about? I tried to inform him, but we walked away. As we leaving, we was like, we was talking about how stupid he was, and then we went into the other spot, and he said, why is they buying him sandwiches every day? Why is the motherfuckers even buying him lunch every day? He don't even do that much work. He ain't really even helping them that much. Like, what they buying him lunch for? And then Doc goes, I don't think they buying him lunch. I think they doing the same thing we was doing when we was doing the round robin, where one person buy lunch different days, and everybody get lunch. Make sure everybody eat. We was doing that. So he was like, I think they doing that too. I think they buying lunches or whatever. He said, no, he don't never buy no lunch or anything. I think he just burning them and getting lunch and not paying. So we go to the guys and we like, hey y'all, why y'all buying Roberto lunch every day? What's going on? And they're like, oh, we don't buy Roberto lunch every day. Oh, I said his name. I don't care. And they said, we don't buy him lunch every day. We don't buy him lunch every day. We don't buy him lunch. He gets lunch. We all getting lunch. They explained it to us that it was the same situation we was in. It was the round robin, everybody pay for lunch thing. And then the guy was like, I think it's Roberto's turn to pay. And the dude was like, oh no. And I'm sitting there going, Roberto ain't never paid. My man ain't never paid. Not one time he didn't never pay. He honestly thought y'all was just buying lunch. He didn't understand the concept of what was going on. And me and my homies laughing, and we like, oh snap, he gonna owe them some lunch or whatever. so those guys say, hey man, he bought them lunch. It's his turn, and they tell him, they explain it to him, we explain it to him, so it's his turn. So now they've been going to getting $5 sandwiches, ordering from a breakfast spot, sandwiches, sausage, egg, and cheese, on a bagel, sausage, egg, and cheese, on a roll, croissant, whatever, like some breakfast sandwich shit, right? And it was his turn, and it just so happens that his turn came on a Saturday, when it was, like the flea market going across the street. So he went on over there and came back with a bunch of motherfucking hot dogs. My man, what? He go over there. Anybody, you don't want a hot dog? Not even a soda bag of chips, just a motherfucking plain old one hot dog from the fucking hot dog stand cart thing. So it was just like, damn, homie, you fucked up. You've been getting free $5 good breakfast sandwiches for weeks, and now when it's your turn, you want to buy some motherfucking hot dog. Oh man! And this is not to embarrass him. This just is funny. We have fun. We already done talked to him about it. I'm sorry that I mentioned his name. If he gets mad about it, me and him can hash that out later. I tried not to. I said I was going to try not to say any names, but I fucked up. And sue me. Well, yeah, he could. I mean, he possibly could try to sue me, but I mean, I'm not defamation. It's not defamation of character because it's truth. It's fact. This shit happened. You know what I mean? So I'm not defaming his character, and I just don't want to try to embarrass our guys. But it happens. I fucked up. No, I'm not starting this over. I'm not taking it back out. So sorry. Didn't mean to say your name, but I said it. But it's all in fun. It's all in fun, and me and you can have a conversation about it later on if you want. And for now, I got more stories. Like, this episode could probably be like 3-4 motherfucking hours. It probably could. I didn't even get to any more jobs after that. But you know what? I'm going to save it. Because as long as I'm in this local, Dangerous Dummies can keep on coming. It can keep on coming. It's like the gift that keeps on giving, because every day that I go to work, something else happens. I got more stories to tell. Dangerous Dummies is in it to win it. So for right now, I'm just going to end part 4 on the fuck up. I'm just going to end part 4 on that note. I'm going to say thank you for listening. This has been the Lucifer Podcast. This episode has been Dangerous Dummies Part 4. I'm going to give a shout out to women in general that's in entertainment that's killing the game. Like I just loving the fact that I can go on and see women and young ladies out here that's really putting in their work. Like CZ Baby, new rap chick putting in that work. Bigger Cook's my homie. She know I always big her up. I always see her shit. She's trying to get into the rap game or getting up there. The price is going up on her. I tell you that much. The price is going up on her, so I like to put her out there. Pretty Cocaine, I still be seeing her shit. She doing some big things out there. So it's the women out there that I appreciate that's coming up and doing this big thing. Also, I want to say, let me see. It's these kids, these girls, these young girls on TikTok. It's these young girls on TikTok. I'm gonna make sure I get their names right because I want y'all to know them for real. It's Nora, Yara, and Rosa. Now, I know that says Nora by the spelling. I know that says Yara by the spelling. I know that says Rosa. I don't know about the Yara name. I don't know. She might say it a different way, but if you look up Nora, Norah, and then it's an underscore, and then it's Yara, Yarah, and then it's an underscore, and then it's Rosa, Rosa. Look them up on TikTok. Look them up on Instagram. Find find them, okay? Just find them and just go and look at their videos, like the videos. These are young women that are dancing their asses off. I mean, yo, they give me life. Every time I see one of their videos, I gotta watch it because I gotta see what they gonna do, because they are dancing their asses off, and hopefully they can link up with Pretty Cocaine and Bigger Cook and CZ Baby and the Girl Cody. The Girl Code is some girls, 2 rappers. The Girl Code, I like they swagger. They got some shit going on too. They moving up. Maybe they can link up with one of them, or they can link up with Big Lotto, Ice Spice, Nicki Minaj. Link these Cardi B, Megan Thee Stallion. Link these girls up. If y'all know them, y'all see their videos, and y'all know how to link them up, because they can dance their ass off. And if I was still in the rap game doing some shit, I would call them girls, because they would be in my video. They would be in my video. These girls is on a higher level with this dancing, and I don't know if they got a choreographer or if they doing it themselves. If they is choreography doing it, whatever, how you say it, choreograph. If they are choreographing these dances on their own, or if they are freestyling these dances on their own, then the price is up, bro. I'm telling you right now. So go look them up, and like I said, once again, look up Bigger Cook, look up Pretty Cocaine. She spells cocaine with a K, not with a C. Look up Bigger Cook, Biggakook. Look up CZ Baby, that, yeah, I don't have to spell that. The Girl Code is the Girl Code, but I think they got 2 E's on code instead of 1. But look all them girls up. Look all of them up and give them love. They doing big things. And with that, that's my shout out. And with that, that's my episode. And with that, come back. Go look at some more episodes. I got a lot of episodes. Go listen. And like I said, you can find it on Spotify. You can find it on Apple Podcasts. All the places you find podcasts, I should be on there. And I'm also on YouTube. Look up the Misfit Podcast on YouTube. Subscribe, like, comment, do all the shit that's on there. Hit all the buttons on that motherfucker, okay? Please. I'm begging you. But until then, I'll see you later. This has been the Misfit Podcast. Once again, I'm your host, Tyrone. Peace.